Hey everybody, welcome back to the secret level of Duke Nukem 0 Hour. I'm still Nigroth. I still have Deceitful Penguin here with me.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my heart will go on.
Um,
I had to get that out of me at the start. I
I've,
used to
I've heard
hate
I've heard
silly.
the same thing from gay men too.
I used to hate everything about Titanic. The
It
Celine Dion.
it's sinking, the millions or not millions, yes, the millions of deaths.
Billions?
There were a lot more Irish immigrants in the bottom of the ship than they first realized.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously showing the capitalist in its true light, but other than that, I just hated it because it won a lot of Oscars and everyone talked about it, and I see it, and it's this sappy, shitty love movie about a woman that can't get over this single fuck she had. I mean, God,
Well,
and then she throws the diamond in the ocean. What the hell?
spoilers, come on. But no, it's kind of a common conception that usually tragedies are the easiest ways to get an Oscar. Like
Yeah,
I remember one movie recently called Precious,
never seen it.
and you know what the plot was?
Someone gets AIDS or
Yeah,
cancer or some shit.
it was basically a larger black teenager lady, and she is like beaten or something. It's basically just a whole slew of depressing moments and just getting worse and worse and worse, and how in the end she ends up like getting AIDS from her dad raping her or something like that.
Holy fucking shit!
Yeah, it was something depressing, and I didn't want to see it either. But it won a lot of awards, and I'm sure that the story was emotionally taut and everything. But
I don't know. I've seen a Serbian movie, and I don't
that
think there's a lot of things gonna top that one.
well, that's more of just shock rather
Shock
than
horror.
yeah, like obviously Human Centipede, and it's
I didn't like it. I thought it was just. I can't get movies where they that spoil the whole point of the movie on the poster. I mean, if the Empire Strikes Back was going, Luke, I'm your father. Also, you are Jedi.
well, I mean, thankfully with Human Centipede 2, they really break the mold of the first one. Like, do you know what Human Centipede 2 is about?
No.
Well, apparently it goes very meta, and a guy that loved Human Centipede movie, or Human Centipede 1, where in Human Centipede 2 it was just a movie.
Huh?
The guy loved the movie so much
He
that
tries to do it himself,
yeah.
and it doesn't obviously fucking work.
Well, the
Because
thing is, he's only a security guard, so even if it was medically accurate, which
oh
it's not.
God! Ah!
Yeah, one of the phrases I heard in conjunction with the movie was something referencing barbed penis, and I think it had something to do with wrapping barbed wire around the penis. And coupled with the fact that I guess the human centipede chain is supposed to be like 10 people in this.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Why do they make these kinds of movies? Why are we talking about this? Let's talk
for
about Celine Dion or some shit. Or
so
toilets that explode.
yeah, so a really weird booby trap. You walk into this room, you walk into a corner, and hey, the bathroom door blows up. It's like having barbed wire wrapped around your penis. It's a surprise.
I mean, I heard about this ghetto punishment for rape, which was, taking like a pipe, putting barbed wire inside it, putting the pipe into the rapist's anus, taking the pipe out, leaving the barbed wire in. And you can't get the wire out without completely tearing up your arsehole.
I've never heard of that. I assume it's Icelandic tradition.
No, it's somewhere
Sweden,
third world shit. I don't know, second world.
Lithuania.
Lithuania, greatest of all. Okay, okay, second greatest after Poland.
Kids, remember I'm a professional.
For
But
Don't try this
sausages?
at home.
no, I just well, actually, Lithuania is pretty cool country. My favorite coat is from Lithuania, and I know a lot of great, and I know actually a lot of great Lithuanians. It has 13 pockets, motherfucker.
That is,
13 pockets.
I was assuming you were going to talk about like a celebrity or something. It's like my favorite coat is from
Well,
that country, and I love that coat so much, and thus I
well,
love the country.
I know a lot of great people from Lithuania too, because you know, a lot of Eastern Europeans come here to work, and you know, they say the people that emigrate are usually are
This is already
golden
going.
shit.
This is already going so well. There's a popular saying about immigrants, and it's not a good saying.
No, it actually is a good saying because it explains like I only have good you know experiences with immigrants, but a
Hmm.
lot of people have bad ones, and it's because the only people that immigrate are great people and shit people. There's not a lot of middle ground.
Well, at least in America, we get a lot of middle ground. I know at least with the actual
Uh,
immigration process.
I think
You're
it
not.
might be a little different when you're on an island in the middle of the Atlantic, though.
Yeah, because there's nowhere else to go.
Your face.
I mean, when you're in an inner tube in like the Black Sea, I don't know what body of water is near
Rip 'em a
you.
new one.
It's called the Atlantic. You border it as well.
No, there's like a sea or something, right? With the Marianas Trench. Or is that further like towards Norway?
And
There's like a sea
you
near.
mean the
Huh?
you mean the North Atlantic? No, no, you mean the North Pole? I don't know what it is in English.
You're horrible with your bodies of water.
Yeah, I was never a great sailor, and even then, they were more important about catching fish rather than, you know, talking
What
about knowing what oceans are called.
what happens if you get lost at sea? You're gonna be like, I'm in
I
the
s-
Someone's gonna come out to rescue you, and they're gonna be like, where are you? And you're gonna be like, in the Atlantic.
I would give them my coordinates.
No, they're gonna be like, we're
I
sorry,
would.
sir.
How
We
do you get lost if you have GPS?
we only have a generic maps that list out the names of seas. If you say
Maybe.
Atlantic, they're gonna be like, that's not even on the map. We have Baltic, Mediterranean, dead, which is what you are when you don't know what sea you're in.
I'm pretty sure it's just the North Atlantic.
Well, that's dull.
Well, sorry,
not-
but
it's not
that's
a-
pretty
that's
much
not a-
Iceland.
It's not a kick-ass
No.
name at all. Now, you know what most people might not know about Iceland? Penis Museum.
That's actually a thing that probably a lot of people heard about.
How many of our viewers know about the Penis Museum in Iceland? I didn't, and I watch these videos sometimes. Not right now. Did we mention we're on the Titanic?
You know,
that-
there's not
you
a
know-
lot to say. It's actually kind of interesting to look at. You come from the Hindenburg to the Titanic. I mean, sign of human tragedy juxtapositioned with this symbol of human hubris and, you know, mismanagement and failure. And it makes you think.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't try to stake the Titanic in 1888 as well. I mean, they
Well,
stuck the
you know,
Hindenburg.
no, Paul, there was a movie about the Titanic. They wouldn't get that wrong.
I'm pretty sure there was a romantic love story centered around the Hindenburg.
Not that I heard of, and if I
Had-
haven't heard of it, it isn't famous.
It had Harrison Ford, and he was like, "Where's your ticket?"
You're thinking of Indiana Jones.
No, no. Yeah.
Your ticket. So, yeah. I mean, and that, I'm fairly certain that staircase that we went to before was from that movie, but I'm not sure because I saw that movie when I was like fucking 12.
I actually never saw it.
You didn't miss much. Leonardo DiCaprio is poor, the woman is rich. She has like this big fuck off diamond. The guy freezes to death in front of her after fucking her, and Uh, she throws the diamond out in the end.
So it was a feel-good romp,
It's-
like that
it's
Cuba
about
Gooding
the
Jr. movie.
It
It was like a gay Titanic.
It's about how the rich, how the hubris of mankind and how the rich abuse the poor, which makes it a good movie technically. It's just a very boring movie because I don't care.
So you wanted it to be more about the fiscal strife between
It's hot in here.
proletariat and bourgeois.
No, I thought it should have not been a movie at all because it's boring, but I guess I'm not Hollywood movie producer or Academy winner decider or whatever the fuck, so
Well, I
people
get,
liked it.
well, honestly, there was I think it was a 6-hour-long movie called Reds, and I think it was about the Bolshevik Revolution. Dull, so dull.
You gotta do better than that.
Or
That thing took a while to die, and he
Oh,
found sex.
or was it Anna Karenina? That was about the Tsar's supposed living daughter. No, that was Anastasia.
That's Anastasia. That was a Disney movie, Paul.
Well, no, it was based off. Well, it was based off a story that was written beforehand, but was actually
Paul, it was a Disney movie.
I know, but it was also based off a book. But what I found funny about it was the fact that I think it was probably about 15 years ago, they did find pretty much the family's mass burial site. For those who don't know, after the Bolshevik Revolution, they found the Tsar's family, just kind of gathered them up in a basement and then shot them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess you wanted to say...
The communists never claimed to be kind and friendly, really. And
Oh, I thought you were going to mention the fact this is an obvious Titanic reference.
the handprint, the car, yeah, it is.
But no, what I was going to say was that there was this popular thought that, like, the Tsar's youngest daughter had somehow not been there and that she was still alive and a bunch of other nonsense. But they found her job on there, so yeah, she was dead.
Shame.
Yeah. Speaking
Because
of shame...
she was really good in Shadow Hearts.
Mm,
Also, you sank the Titanic, Paul.
yeah, I guess I should have explained what the point of this entire level was. We apparently were meaning to stop the Titanic from hitting the iceberg, which I guess involved us blowing it up beforehand. So, that's dumb. This game is dumb. But
Yep.
hopefully you had a good memory about the entire level so far, because you have to backtrack all the way through it while swimming. And possibly drowning in case you missed the secret diving helmet. Thankfully though, I'm pro at this game, so we can get the hell out of this stupid level. Also,
Yeah.
want to mention that was a level you had to actively unlock. That was from collecting all the time machine parts in the game. So that was a reward.
Kids, remember I'm a professional.
I mean,
Try this at home.
They couldn't. If they would have Celine Dion, it would obviously be a reward worthy of any, difficulty. But
Yeah. But yeah, we're at the second to last boss, who's a big brain. Look at him. He is a brain.
Father Brain.
Yeah. And this is a gimmick boss. The gimmick is the fact that there are a number of generators, I guess, powering the stasis field for the brain. We can't actually attack the brain directly. And each one of the generators is protected by some constantly spawning holograms. You may have noticed those last lizard men, after we killed them, they would just kind of boop out of existence and then just repop back up.
Make that sound again.
Boop. That's my sonar. But no, not yeah. But yeah, like this one in particular gave me a huge amount of hassle because I had no visibility on that switch. I was just running around, and I think about 3 or 4 lizard men with submachine guns spawn into that room, and they are actually a massive pain in the ass to handle. But yeah, like you just, well, especially since those holograms don't drop ammo, you really just have to ignore them and destroy the generators as quickly as possible. And
Really?
yeah, it's, I mean, it's nice because it's a change from the other bosses.
Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like they put some thought into this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have the class of Robo Cowboy Hat Pig Tank
Circle, strafe, shoot.
or what was the Old West one? It was after the
That was the huge
the scorpion.
scorpion thing.
Yeah.
Circle, strafe, shoot. Yeah.
Well, I remembered more about the dong 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 dong.
That's right, got right.
That's been the high point of the game so far.
That is pretty much because it comes from fucking nowhere.
Yeah. But speaking of coming out of fucking nowhere, we don't actually destroy the switch ourselves. It gets crushed like we do. Yeah, these crushing ceilings are instant death, and there's only one set path, and guess what? I don't go down.
I love the fact that now you would have to restart the entire level if this wasn't on an emulator.
Yeah, save states definitely save you at this game. And, you know, thankfully it's a...
They improve every game.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually... I know that there's some PS1 and PS2 emulators out there that actually smooth out graphics.
I mean, I played a few games on...
Yeah, I don't even know how I lived through that.
But, I mean, I remember playing some games on the PS1 emulator and then downloading them from the PlayStation Store and just not having things like save states and speeding shit up and that sort of thing just...
Yeah, it's it can definitely be frustrating. But, you know, that's progress for you. But I think this is going to be the final gimmick room, and I wouldn't say it's the hardest. It does have some difficulty to it, and you'll see why in just a second. And it's because there's a shit ton of snipers. Well, I mean 3, but you know when snipers do 40 to 50 damage per hit, I think, you know, that's over 100 math.
I can see American education system very efficient.
It's greater than 100. Let's say that. But yeah, the entire point of this room is to hit these buttons while trying to avoid getting shot. Most of the buttons are kind of easy to do. It's just, I guess that one in the center is a bit harder than the others, and if you do touch the bottom ground there, it's electrified water and it's just instant death again.
Well, why abandon a gimmick that works well so far?
Death?
Yep, instant death for no fucking reason.
And after we take out all those, or after we take out all those buttons, we can then blow up the generator and the brain is dead.
Father Brain's dead, son.
He's been hit by a brainstorm. Yeah. We're human kidney stones. But with that, we can now head on to the final set of levels.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Almost over.
See you next time.